The air is punctured by screams as a few of the patrons who apparently were not in on the whole lycanthropy thing begin to freak out and run for the door, where you can hear the howling of other wolves as the majority of the old Cartican Inn and Taverna transform into humanoid, hybrid, wolf-like creatures, Harkon Lucas howling them into action. We are going to roll initiative.
Ooh, here we go. Okay, so I can roll here. In the trade, thank you to Phone Brain Games, and the dice go. We go. Yep.
Rolling first off.
Oh, he's rolling first off?
Rolling on film, yeah.
Do you have it?
Natural 20 for Luke on initiative.
Well, that'll do it.
16 for Elise on the roll. 3 for Lister, 3 for me, and 11 for Merrick's. The pluses on this one, due to the Paladin's aura of acceleration, you will gain my charisma bonus to your initiative rolls because you were all in my aura, which means you will all get an additional insane +8 to your initiative rolls. So, that being said, with your natural 20,
I have a 32.
32. We knew you were quick, Luke, but wow. 11. So
what was the whole half?
Lobo rolled a 2. So he goes on 16.
16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
It's going to be amazing that you gave us all that and you're going to be going last.
what do we have for Elise?
25.
25 for Elise. And what do we have for Merrick's?
22.
22 for Merrick. This is going really well. And for Elminster, 17. 17 for Elminster.
So a quick question. The alert feat in the new 2024 rules is not like it used to be before. You're now allowed to swap initiative.
Oh, true. Yes.
So you going first is great. My goal is to try and get her out the door. So me going last is perfect. So I'm not going to use my alert feat at all.
Okay, we're going to clear that up.
I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was a really cool
It's really cool. Yeah.
It is.
There's a great change. Yeah.
Okay. With that, then, Melf, you immediately begin to see the Harkon Lucas's body, his limbs begin to elongate impossibly, fur begin to sprout forth from all pores as his face elongates out into snarling jowls, and his ears kind of pointed out, and fur covers his whole body, paw prints. He's a lycanthrope.
Well, I quickly surveil the establishment and realize that most of my area effect spells will probably bait, flamboy, or otherwise damage us. So I'm going to use my bonus action to go into Blade Song, raising my AC up.
It'll also give you, while you're surveying, you do see that the troop that you traveled here with on stage appear to have also not been aware of the situation, as they are all on stage terrified of what's happening. Between them and the only way out, a horde of lycanthropes, along with a couple of other people who are making their way out. But with your passive perception being what it is, you do see that as the patrons who are not wolves make their way out the door, you do begin to hear the sound of other sort of wolf-like individuals coming up to corner them on the doorway outside as well.
Okay. Well, I think the quickest way to defeat this whole situation is probably take out the main bad guy. So I'm going to throw Disintegrate on Harkon.
Are you going to pay Elminster?
Oh, yes.
For stealing?
I'll make sure to
Toss him a gold coin.
We'll have signature moves that we just pay each other.
Toss it cool.
All right.
Elminster.
As you begin to chant the arcane sigils of your counterspell, you do see one of the wolf creatures in the far back also move their arms in an arcane fashion as they attempt a counterspell.
Okay.
Do we all see the arm movement?
Yes, I believe you
Which
would.
wolf is it?
It's the one towards
With his
on the stairs. One of the
hand
stairs. One of the stairs.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, no, differentiated? Okay.
Sure.
Can you counterspell a counterspell?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So just put that out there for the magic users.
I think he's got this covered.
That'd be wild. He's casting Disintegrate and then
Sure, why not? I'll counterspell.
Okay. So what's going to happen is then this wolfware creature, werewolf, whoever they are, will need to make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC.
Oh, it's different now.
That.
That's right. It's not just a...
Okay, I'm being arrogant, but go ahead.
All right. What is the target number we're aiming?
24.
20. Well, that's not going to happen.
24.
That's very good.
How did you get 24?
I can walk you through it afterwards.
I got 22 and I was like, that's broken.
They scored a 13 on Constitution save. And so as they attempt to counter the disintegrate, their own attempt at countering seems to just vanish before their hand is.
Does Merrick's do it?
Come on now.
Get out of here with that. And the ray of disintegration, the verdant beam, careens directly towards Harkon Lucas's new form. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
In a low 20, I'm not nearly as good as Merrick.
Okay.
So
He is a fast creature. And for a moment, it appears like it's going to careen directly towards him, but the last second, he just notices it and gets down on all fours. His body contorts, his limbs elongate out as he kind of throws himself to the ground, almost like a spider up on legs, then kind of lowering itself as it whizzes over his head at just the barest of last seconds, and I'm going to mark that.
I was going to say that.
But
That's one, folks.
but also very nice. Again, that's so much cooler to just say, "Oh, use his like,"
Technically, it's a 2 because that's how he broke out of the telekinesis,
which is why I couldn't silver barbs him.
and that's why you couldn't silver
Yeah,
guard.
exactly. No, I think it's
Yeah.
All right. And with that, I have completed my turn. I've used both my bonus and action.
Okay, we're on to Elise then.
Elise turns to Merrick's. He says, "It's time to test out this dagger you made me." And I'm holding for him. I'm holding until he does something.
Okay,
So how does hold action work in 24's rules?
it's pretty much the same.
Same thing?
it's triggering the trigger is
Use your reaction.
Yeah, you are readying your action. The trigger will be when Merrick's does something.
Yeah.
Yep, we have a plan.
we got a thing.
Okay.
We're doing
Well, Merrick's next.
Alpha 12. All right. I am saying, okay, do your thing. And I'm casting haste on her.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's +2 AC. I think it doubles your movement.
It does.
And
Doubles your
also
movement?
do an extra.
It doubles your movement,
It's
gives
short
+2 to AC, and gives you an additional attack.
I've got.
And then if that dexterity saving throws.
That's like boom speed.
Yeah, you would be.
If you would ace
way
doing 120.
Yeah.
I can outrun Pegasi in the end.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right.
You can't go in a straight line.
An extra action.
Yes.
Right.
It doesn't give you a full attack action, just an extra.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what it does.
All right.
Thank
And just making sure there's nothing else. No, I feel pretty. I'm just basically like
here with delicious Hero Forge minis on Dwarven Forge train.
Yeah, no, I don't really think so. So I mean, basically, everything goes crazy. Merrick's just kind of stops that counterspell guy and basically says, "Okay, you go," and then just sits back to watch. I'll take out my Sensory Stone.
That, I guess, triggers your thing then?
Right.
Right. So I will run to the center of those werewolves. And you see, as I'm holding the dagger, and you see me have my card in the air. And I, with my dagger as my first action, I conjure minor elementals, expending one of those slots. And then you see me raise the card in my hand, and it burns away. And I have a thorny mist around me as you see bats start to swarm around, and you hear the howls. Probably confusing all of the wolves outside. and you see as my spirit guardian wolves start to circle around me. So I have two emanations happening here. I have my spirit guardians, and I have minor elementals. And then, using the new drawing weapon rules, I pull out hot stuff and I take my first swing using my attacks.
All right, well, let's go through everything here. So, first of all, the emanation of Spirit Guardians is 20 feet
Yeah.
radius?
Mhm.
All right.
And 15 feet for the minor elementals.
Does that damage or does that just add?
It adds,
That just adds for what you do.
If I'm making an attack with him.
I do have a quick question for that.
Huh?
I believe the 2024 version of that spell merely just kind of conjures elemental like force. It doesn't actually bring forth any creatures from the plane.
It makes
There's
it difficult
no
terrain.
creatures. It makes everything around me difficult terrain.
Right.
It makes no actual. It's not like you have little animals anymore or
Right.
little elementals. Or
The reason that's important is because if you did conjure something into Ravenloft, you can't leave.
Channeling my.
Yeah, no.
So you're not doing that. Yeah.
No, what it does is it makes me able to deal extra damage of my choice from a list of types of damage, right?
Channeling my inner attorney at Raw. Spirit Guardians is a 15-foot emanation.
Okay.
15. Oh, they changed it,
Okay.
I think.
They make it for the holy lawnmower, for the holy whipper
It's
shot.
enough.
15's still enough. So
I
I'm
I hate to
5, 10, 15.
What?
further be Attorney Rob
Oh,
because I love this concept. The problem I think you do have is that I believe both Spirit Guardians and Conjure Minor Elementals, because you are still casting Conjure Minor Elementals,
not concentration.
which isn't.
Minor elementals. Not anymore.
That's the case. That's fantastic.
yeah,
Love it.
thanks to Ace, that does work.
Yeah.
So how
You
many
know why I was working on this plan?
how many wolf creatures are being caught in a 15-foot radius around us?
Okay, so 15-foot radius. So 5, 10, 15. So the counterspell or the wizard, the magic user,
Well, the magic user is the other one by
Spirit Guardian can unaffect. You can designate creatures to be unaffected by it. What is there a limit on the creature?
I will not. I will not
No?
allow the
Okay.
troop to be.
The troop. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you
Anything
can
wolf is being
You
consumed.
can get 3 wolves here.
Okay.
One are the 2 wolves that look the same magic users just for.
The only
The other one is
the only magic users is the one that is the unique.
Okay, there's 2 unique ones here.
No. So the one,
This
or
one?
that one. There.
Okay, it is
That's the
unaffected.
only one that is like that.
It is
So
not
that is the
affected.
mage.
You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wolves.
Okay.
Melf. And sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you actually get 6 wolves, and that's it.
All right.
6 of the 8 wolves is pretty darn good.
That is good.
But not Harkin.
what is their save?
What am I trying to beat here?
No,
Is it
it was
treasure?
pointed out that it was, but I was. Wait,
Rules out. Attorney Eberron, kick me in.
Just trying to do it legitimately.
no, I really thought. what?
Well, what I will say is, if you still want to do that, you can still create the emanation, hit everything, and then consume it to then do the elementals to then hit things with your blade. That combo will still function. It's just going to be a
All
one.
right, now that's what we'll do,
Yeah.
and then we will go back to this because.
You'll still be able to.
Yeah.
You'll still be able to do the spells in that order for all of their effect. It's just that one will stop remaining out.
Okay, so we do the first.
Yeah.
Do the first one.
So, what am I trying to hit with their save against Spirit Guardians?
17 with.
A 17 Wisdom save. Okay. So far, the first 3 have
Okay,
failed,
they are very dumb wolves.
and the other 3 have also failed. So all 6 of them have failed that save.
Wonderful. And so 9. They each take 19 radiant damage.
Okay.
Give me back in their faces.
That's radiant, so that's going to suck.
Yeah. So
It's any magic, really.
you do see the magical wolves of light begin to swirl around the bats, and they do begin to kind of just like you see parts of their fur to singe and burns begin to appear as they're kind of just whipping around, like snapping at these ethereal creatures.
Snapper.
Kind of like how a dog snaps at like a hose. So they're just like snapping at these things and they're just not seeming to do anything.
Yes. Okay, and then
You swirl yourself around in the elemental affinity of fire, I assume.
yes, but then I take out hot stuff, and I will make my first attack. That will be I will be attacking this fine wolfy gentleman behind me. No,
Okay.
This one?
The one behind it.
Yep. That is the one. As I swing hot stuff and say, "Hello, hot stuff." And I will hit with a 15.
That will hit the creature, yeah.
Holy, that's really great. Okay. Oh no, that's not right. It's actually hit higher.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
the wrong thing.
Halo.
I was looking at the wrong thing, but it doesn't matter. I hit anyway. And so now for its damage, which I don't know if you want me to calculate at the end, but I'm going to do it this way anyway.
You can give me the grand total, that's fine. It's a magic weapon, but not a silver weapon, right?
It is a magic weapon, but it is a magical attack,
Yes.
which still works because
It does.
they are only,
Right.
from my knowledge of werewolves from Barovia, I know that it's either silvered non-magical or magical. Is that correct?
If they are werewolves, yes.
They look like werewolves
They certainly
to me.
look like werewolves. Yes, they do.
So this is what I'm doing, and you can tell me what happened. But I already now forgot what I said. This is 17.
Keep the fire damage separate. That's correct. Because my base of fire damage, you're going to want all your elemental stuff.
Right. Okay. Do you want me to keep the fire damage separate?
No, throw it all at it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so 12, 19, and then the extra D8.
I love the space. It appears that way.
Yeah.
If they are.
Well, 2 words on that sucks. For my first hit, 19
Okay.
damage.
Again.
But as I do this, I am making sure that I am swinging around, and as I have the bats and wolves and fire swinging around me, this is a most distracting strike.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that your weapon mastery?
Which this is my
Battle
maneuver,
master.
which allows me now to make my next attack against him at an advantage. But before I do that, I am forcing my hand so far with my axe that I will cleave the fine gentleman wolf behind him.
Okay, yeah. Which
The mastery of your weapon you possess.
I've been practicing while all of the
Mastery is great.
and so then I will try to hit him,
okay.
and I will hit him.
Yeah.
And so then I will do I will do 11. I don't get to add my proficiency on this one. But still, it is still a hit with the minor elementals, and it will be 18 points to the next gentleman. And then I will swing again.
I like that you're referring to them as gentle. And I read that.
Soft furred.
So sorry, sir, as I go to hit him again.
Very Canadian. This is what she Canada.
So it's going to hit him 23.
Then this
my
is the
next
first,
one.
this is the same first one you've
Same first
Yep.
one.
Okay.
And then I will go right again. You are so lucky. I am. My damage is not as good, but that's okay. It's in 7, 10 more to the first one.
Yep.
And then I will swing once more
Sounds good.
for my final attack.
It's pretty good. Now for my first.
With the natural 20.
All right. In that case, please describe to me how you eviscerate this poor gentleman.
And my flaming axe come down. I said you are a fine gentleman. As I actually just, with its hot burning blade, goes right through the front of him, and that elongated neck and snout that I thought was due to a noose just splits right in half. And I say, oh, now we can make it double long.
And inside is grandma.
Wolf neck. That's the horrifying part is you see the person who was,
Just knock him down. Just knock him over.
I will then look at the other one.
He seems unfazed.
He sees him.
He seems unfazed.
yeah, distracted your face. Okay.
That's right.
Isn't the other one the one you distracted?
No, this first one was
First
the
one's the one
one that I was distracted. And I will, I want to do it again. I am going to do it again because this is the time, yes? Action surge.
Oh my god. Rock and roll.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Action surge. But there's nobody who is another 5 feet, right?
Yeah, there is. There's a guy you cleaved.
This guy.
This guy here you cleaved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This guy you cleaved.
But I need one that's 5 feet next to the other one.
Oh,
Could you just jump up onto this? Moving.
And go to those two?
Yeah.
Yes, I probably could.
You've got double speed.
you got these two.
yeah, you're wasted.
Yes, I will run over there.
Yeah.
Jump up on the bench.
Jump on a table under the bench.
There you go. You got these.
Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. I can't use cleave again. It's only once per turn.
That's correct.
So you want to stay here?
No, I'll go back to the guy I already hit.
Yeah, stay where you are. Right.
Which is the guy by the wall?
The cleave guy.
This guy?
Nope, by the wall.
This guy?
He was
Yeah, it was that dude.
He was.
You can reach that.
And so, yes, that's what cleave does.
Damn.
It was 5 feet from when I hit.
All right, take him.
So then, I will go and I will hit again. Here we go. And that hits.
Clearing the path.
Rolling in there. 21,
I mean, visually,
20,
this is stunning.
30 points.
Why do you think for a hit? And that's the one.
Yeah.
I already hit him before.
All right. Explain how this one goes down.
And this one, this one also, I will say, is there anybody else who would like to be a gentlemanly introduction to my hot stuff? She's looking for another partner, and she will cut him in half right at his waist. I should have done my boon in between, but it's okay. And then I'm just going to still run, though, because I haven't rushed.
Yeah, you have hasted too.
So then I will now go over to
gonna jump
I did
up.
haste.
Yes. Yeah.
I did use my action.
You know, I'm saying movement speed.
Yes, move it. So I will run to that one, and the guy with his fist in the air,
Yep.
I'm going for him.
Want to jump up on the table then for dramatic?
Sure, for dramatic effect. Sure.
He's like wolf power.
So I mean, visually speaking, we're seeing Merrick's throw like a little bit of speedy magic on Elise, and then just like all these slashes going off.
And as I said, if he does the thing, and then he said something to the recording.
Yeah.
I don't know this is going to be
It's
good.
going to be good.
Okay, so with this one, what I'm going to do, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I will go to hit him. This one will be a 17.
That's still there.
Okay, so I didn't know he was a different guy. So
No, that's still there.
okay, so with him, you can see that I am now using my axe to sweep across his body so I can extend it towards the other one using my sweeping attack maneuver, which is similar to cleave, but it's slightly different. And I will sweep across him, hitting him for...
They both get hit with this set.
Yes.
I'm hoping that the ones that have been cut in half, it's the whole, you don't even see them fall apart until...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
21 for both.
21 for both of them.
And then my final hit,
This is great.
I go to hit the one with his fist in the air again.
Yep.
And it will hit.
Meanwhile, the host mental note.
Don't
piss her.
for
Anymore.
15, 21, 23 more
Okay.
points of...
Give me a visual picture here.
I did not like
Just
the look.
are you hitting both of them again?
No, just the
Just the one. Then just for the one.
Well, I mean, I could, but I'm not going just in case I want to save some of my
Okay.
dice, superiority dice. And so I see his fist in the air, and it just looks menacing to me. I don't know what he's doing, and I just want to. I go to cut really his fist off with that last little point, and it just hits the right artery, and like the blood starts spraying everywhere. And I'm just like, and I turn to everybody else and I say, "Welcome to Ravenloft."
All right. Well,
I'm just going to put my son away.
Oh wait, I do one more thing. I'm so sorry.
okay.
How far am I to Arkin?
A bit of distance, but you could
More than 30?
probably still get there.
Oh, teleport, right.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you couldn't.
Just to show up for all of you. You see me disappear as I use my boon of a dimensional travel, and I
Action and action or just.
No.
it's a boon.
It's
like your double speed.
after
Any attack,
doing an attack.
Holy smutch. Holy.
and I will be behind him. Unless that's going to screw up something.
Nope.
But I wouldn't know anyway. So I will just appear behind him and I'll be like, and that's when I say, "Welcome to Ravenloft."
Okay. Harkon is going to see this happen, and in his wolf hybrid form, sort of just, you can't tell, but he's sweating a little bit. It's just the fur covers it up. He is going
Panting. They pant.
well, I mean, I don't think you can menacingly pant.
Well, yeah.
He pants menacingly.
Thank you for the short. Is all I'm saying.
He is going to expend a legendary action here before his turn, just because he might as well.
Is that to wait?
No, it's swipe.
Drop the S.
As he will bring his claws kind of up and rear back and just emit this howl. Is this musical, haunting, flowing, melodious howl. And as it echoes around the entirety of the old Cartigan Inn and Taverna, the music goes in your ears and it tingles and itches and tickles your brain, and you begin to feel kind of drowsy.
Do we?
Not me.
Do we?
Now, dear Chang.
Do we really?
I'm sorry, let me say here.
Is it a
Use musical notes, the words to disrupt mind-influencing effects. If you or a creature within 30 feet of you fails a saving throw against an effect that applies charm or frightened condition, you may make the reaction to cause the save to be re-rolled. Sorry.
So it is not charmed or frightened.
What is it?
Is
But
it
Is it magical sleep?
It will be a wisdom save for everyone who isn't Elise or a Melf.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, actually, like, no, I don't think that applies to you.
For those of us who are close to you, I believe we're getting
Yeah,
bonus.
you do get my broken paladin, or you do get +8 to your saving throws here for the next two. Will be applied to that. Yep, and it's a wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay. So this wouldn't apply counter charm.
Correct. 28.
Yeah.
You felt yeah.
Just for the funsies of it, that's 37.
Wait, are you
You don't even feel anything. I might get.
Oh no! Oh, I know. I was using your +8 that you were giving us. I did not need to roll that or anything.
I'm dirty 20.
That is
If
considered
that
a
is a
failure.
failure, I'm going to make it a. I'm going to say, wait a second, plug your ears, kid.
What?
And that is a flash of genius for +7. So 27.
Max, what?
27. Here, I'll make a little like focused sonic sound to distract you. Beep. It's like only teenagers can hear it. Anyhow, but
27 is a success.
Okay. Got a +15 by wisdom save for the record. The hell.
You feel drowsy. You feel like you're ready to just collapse into a nice nap. And then all of a sudden, you hear Merrick's voice. Yeah. Alarm going off. You're like, oh, and you jolt awake, completely fine.
It's like the old. Okay, well, I don't want to go to school.
Sorry about that. I meant to turn my spell phone off. Mistake.
It happens to the best of us.
Archon is incredibly annoyed at this failing because you get the feeling this might be his kind of go-to thing. So he is going to lash out at the one who's annoyed him the most, which is probably... Is there anybody within...
Is this his turn now?
Yes.
That was legendary.
That was legendary action. This is his turn. Is there anyone within an immediate 5 foot?
Elise.
I am.
All right.
Yeah, but there's 10 people.
Pretty close.
I think he's just going to lash out at Elise to start with because you did just
That's fine.
do a whole bunch of damage to his
was sort of
lackeys.
my intention. So here's a question. He's standing within my spirit guardians right now.
Well, you have your elemental thing up at this point.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians is dismissed.
No, we said we were expending the
I said you could expend it to let the Spirit Guardians go off, but then once you cast the elemental thing, that would remove the Spirit Guardians.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was opposite. I thought it was expending.
Oh, if you would rather do the other way around,
Expending the charge.
you want to do it the other way around?
Yeah.
That's fine.
We only
Okay.
get one of the.
Yeah, that's fine. So we
Yeah,
get your guardians right there.
Technically,
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
spirit guardians.
Yeah. So you do the elemental one first, do all your attacks, and then I throw up the spirit.
I don't want to be the raw guy, but the damage that the spirit doesn't matter if the Spirit Guardians applied afterward because they all still die at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. They all die during the same turn.
Exactly.
We'll worry about it next time.
Technically, to game design this, it actually is probably smarter for me to keep the damage of my weapon up because I do more damage with each hit.
That was my idea as well.
Right.
That's what I thought you were.
All right, I'll say. I'll
Yeah,
say.
all right. Cool.
It doesn't mean he's in difficult terrain.
He isn't difficult.
He isn't difficult to write. He doesn't care.
No way.
He's going to just attack you.
But it is difficult.
Yes.
Sure.
It is the difficult.
It's his jaws. Are you injured at all?
No. Yes, I am. I injured myself.
Yes, you did. I will have advantage as you see his eyes dilate as the smell of fresh blood.
It was
That
psychic
doesn't
damage.
matter. You know, blood came out your nose.
Fresh aneurysm. Fresh aneurysm.
Blood came out your nose, and as the
True,
whiff
you are correct.
enters his nostrils, you see his eyes dilate. Foams a bit at the mouth, and he lunges for you with advantage, attempting to bite with a 23 to hit.
I believe that does hit me.
Even with the +2 AC to haste.
Yes, because my AC is terrible.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine. Go for it.
You're going to take 20 piercing damage. And 24.
No, you can see her eyes because she knows what's biting her. She is not.
Well, we're going to get to that. And 24 necrotic damage.
24.
And I
Okay.
will need you to make a constitution save, as all that howling is really starting to be
That's-
contagious.
See what she did. See what she
Paladin's aura at level 20. Hold on. Paladin's aura at level 20 is what is it? Aura of devotion? No, that's not it. That's the
I'm still within your aura, right?
no.
No.
I gotta find out what the new aura is. Aura expansion level. I'm not level 18.
Yeah, you'd have to be a mono paladin for that.
Aura of protection is a 10-foot radius, which you are out by 5. So sorry, you did not get my +8.
It goes to 30. Something else I could do probably, but I was not ready for that one.
Fortunately, I'm pretty.
You know what? I don't think it's going to matter. I will see. We'll see what happens. There is a reason why I went there, and we're going to test it. But my save is a 17.
Unfortunately, I am pretty sure. I have to check, but I'm 99% sure that Flash of Genius, just for the record, is a reaction now.
It is.
So I can't.
You've already
another
used it.
flash.
I know. Which is okay. 17 does not sit.
It does.
Wow. Oh, camera attack. Hey, alright.
Don't get excited.
Don't get too excited.
But yes, that does save.
It's like we're on Star Trek. Star Trek.
So you said, I'm sorry, just so I know, it was
You hit her so hard, the
20
breach on 13.
piercing.
20 piercing and 24 necrotic.
Yes, that's fine.
Yes, then he will lunge at you with his claws.
No. Don't dig
Is he just
Claws will come at you with a
No, with-
one thing?
22 to hit.
That's also hits.
Okie doke. You're looking at 16 slashing damage. And I will need a strength saving throw as the force of his whole body slams into you and threatens to knock you off your feet.
Advantage on strength saves, eh?
I do. But I'm still 16.
You are knocked prone as he throws you to the ground.
Oh! She says, just because.
All right. The wolf-like creatures you see, those of you in the room who are paying attention to what's going on, you see the ones that Elise carved. You see their wounds begin to close and regenerate as they crack themselves back up.
Oh, burn.
Okay.
I think
And
that'll
all
take
of
you
them
down.
in unison emit another melodious howl. The music drifts through the wolf-like music, assaulting your ears and once again going in and tickling your brain. And I'll need those of you who are not Elise or Melf.
What happens to these guys?
They're going to drop unconscious.
What about Nostalia?
Same.
Okay, that's actually really good for me.
Ah, crud.
Only a 32 this time.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I'm very glad you're a vamp.
I'm not rolling for this, you see?
No, we're immune to move.
Okay.
27.
Just making sure it's the same thing.
Yeah, you're immune to magical sleep. 27 was what you read last time, so we know that works.
21.
21. So, Elminster, you feel a little drowsy this time.
Hold on. Did you add my +8?
Yeah.
Okay.
The coffee you had this morning is starting to wear off.
Kiss of the weed.
Okay.
So I'll choose to succeed rather than fail. Save through.
Okay.
Kiss of the Weave. It's a cool name, too.
Well, yeah, okay. I was gonna say it's a threshold save, but yeah, okay. They then begin to, those who have gotten up will then lead the charge. So they will all try to take down the closest target to them.
Half movement, right? Though.
Those who got up, yes.
So 5, 10, 15. So this guy can still get it.
Their movement is going, yes, 30 feet, yeah, or 40 feet, yeah, okay.
Can I ask an interrupting question?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just curious. Does Kiss of the Weave like manifest in any way? Like,
Oh yeah, do we see
or
something?
is it just like, oh, nothing, you know?
Oh, you just get the blue silver fire just washes over me.
Saying that's cool.
Great. Oh, yes.
So,
It's true.
question for you then. So 3 of them can get in on Melf here. There's a bunch more. Do they then start to queue up on me and
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so what about the wizard one?
The wizard will stay where they are.
Right in front of
Well,
Merrick's.
it's not technically their turn yet, so they're going to stay there.
This one goes here to Merrick's then, let's say. This one here will come over at me. Will they jump up on tables and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Effect?
They're going straight for you.
Okay, that one.
much as they can.
Merrick's. And now these guys can't get anywhere
Then they will go to the door.
to block the door.
Correct.
That's annoying.
All right. All of them who are within 5 feet of a target shall now attack.
Okay, so you've got 2 on Merrick's, 1 on Lowholt, 3 on Melf.
Okay. Pack tactics allows me to have advantage as they're ganging up on you.
Fair enough.
Cloaks of displacement allow you to have
That's the thing. So,
disadvantage.
but they have disadvantage against Milk because of your cloak of displacement, so they will be just making straight rolls against you. So I'm just going to make all 3 at once. The highest I'm getting on that is going to be a 22.
Why is that, Melf?
Because when I'm doing the blade singing, it's a 27.
So you dance away.
That's right. Yeah,
Just like deflecting it off.
yeah, just kind of like water slides.
Right. So that's the thing is, are you deflecting it or are you just moving?
Yes, probably.
Everybody dance. Now he's like, claws are like swinging. He's like,
No, we get a return to form as you do the exact same dance moves you've been practicing the whole way here. Just this time, like using them as dodge maneuver.
oh my god. The Deadpool sequence at the beginning is basically a Blade song.
Yeah,
Yeah. Any others attacking Milf?
3 on Melf. There are
There's one on second, one for you. Highest I'm getting that time is a 21, so that's also going to all 3 of them going to get.
claws and stuff.
These are claws and teeth,
right.
and yeah, just like all their natural weapons coming at you as well as they can. That's a bit better. We're looking at 27.
that would hit, but I'll shield.
So the teeth and the claws come right for you, and you just throw up the shield. It's like,
What is your AC with a shield?
31. Not today. Not today.
all right. We have any on Merrick's?
2, I think.
2.
2 on Merrick's.
Also with displacement.
Okay. 2 on Merrick's. First one's gonna get the highest I'm getting there is a 26.
Well, I'll use shield is what I would say if I hadn't used my reaction to help the kid.
Also gonna 20. There's a 20? No. Okay, so just the one hit. That's going to be 17 piercing damage as it bites into you. And I will need you, sir, to make a Constitution saving throw.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
While he's doing all of this, when we were looking around the room, were any of these other people, these fine gentlemen that you will say, were they all wearing the same necklace?
They were not.
Can I use a deception?
Yes.
Although I think the girl's between us, even though she's down. Okay, I don't think I'm close. No, we had 10 feet away. Oh, although the Raystar property, that doesn't allow me to extend 10 feet, does it?
No.
Okay, we're sorry.
That's fine. 22.
Okay. So it does bite into you, rips a bit of your clothing away, and you do have that kind of yeah, it's a little painful.
That's
but
expensive.
the skin doesn't immediately begin to like bulge and blacken. And
That's clever.
and then the second one will come at you as well. But now that they've hit you, They don't have disadvantage anymore.
Correct. You're correct, sir.
So, on the first roll, that's going to be an 18, which on the highest, which doesn't hit. So then the second run through, it's a 21.
Nope.
Okay.
Me too.
So even with advantage, they're still not able to get through your defenses. And then there's one on Lobolt. Yes. All right. Yeah, they are going to have advantage, though.
No. I'm going to use the living cloak, which just
Okay.
automatically goes off once per long rest.
Okay.
It'll give disadvantage, so we'll go for straight rolls, please.
Does that disadvantage all 3 attacks or just 1 attack?
It disadvantages all attacks made be that round.
Okay.
So the push use of my cloak just go Doctor Strange style, just like that slap their hands out of the way, hopefully.
23?
Yep.
Okay, well, it's not a crit.
That's good. That's good.
So you are going to be bitten for 17 piercing, and I will need a Constitution save as the howling continues to sound very nice to join in.
Right. Let's see here. So how much damage, sorry?
17 piercing.
17 piercing. Okay. I get a total of 18 on the Constitution save.
Okay. You do not feel a compulsion to begin howling, nor do you get hairy palms.
I'm Italian, sir. Palms are natural, and I love howling.
Are there any other of these creatures that can attack anything within 5
No.
feet of them? Okay. With that, then, the mage will get the heck away from anybody that they can. Would that provoke opportunity attacks from Merrick's?
Yes, but his reaction is gone.
Right. That's right. Perfect. So we'll move over onto the stage there and is going to begin casting a spell.
I would use counterspell if I have some. Never mind. You would use. Oh, never mind.
And you would have used your. Did you use yours for the Mistress Kiss?
No, that's a completely different thing.
Okay.
I can use my...
Okay. Yeah, because your counterspell. The counterspell.
I counterspell the counterspell.
Okay. Right. Okay. So then,
And then I have my current.
Okay, technically,
Other spell is one of my signature spells.
you did. Oh, of course it is.
Yes.
So what is your safety C? 22, I think you said.
Mhm.
Okay.
I believe the chant for it is nope.
Yeah.
You begin to see the wolf attempt to cast a spell upon Harkin Lucas, and you just stop that from happening right away. And Harkin Lucas is not hasted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good idea, but I would like that.
Oh man, that would have been gorgeous to let that through, and then I shit my charm and shut it
Would have
off.
been interesting, yeah.
Attorney at Rao.
Yes.
I just do have to call something out. Both of us have taken damage, which means I need to do a concentration check on the haste, and you need to do a concentration check on the...
True.
Right,
That is fair.
Attorney at Raw.
I got, I think, hit for 17.
This isn't a save; it's a check.
No, it's concentration check.
Check.
Is it a Constitution save, or is that different now?
I don't.
As far as I was aware, it was always a Constitution saving throw, with the DC being 10 or half the damage.
If it's a check now, then you don't get my bonus. If it's a save, you would get my tactic. You wouldn't.
Let's call it a save at the moment.
Yeah, I believe it is still a save. I
So
don't
let me interact and roll with advantage anyway.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, technically.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's constant.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're looking at a 30-something.
The sound of screams emit from outside the front door as the people who tried to escape, you hear the sounds of wolves having a very nice feast. The sounding of bones crunching, flesh rending, and screams dying out into gurgling gargles. You do still hear some screams and footfalls. Doesn't seem like they've all been gotten, but they are definitely being completely devoured and slashed and ripped asunder. But that does then take us to Lowholk. Or sorry, Elminster. Elminster would be next.
Eat your swan. The only way to be sure.
Okay, so this is all occurring at the same time.
Yeah, within reason, yeah.
So our Dark over here can't do infinite legendary actions.
No, he can't.
Yeah. Mhm.
He does,
We don't
yeah,
want
it is a finite resource.
Okay, so I will use my mastery magic to do two things.
Nice.
And one of them will be a cantrip. That's how I can do two things. Firebolt.
Okay.
Which I will up the
Yeah, I believe it's like 5d10 or something at this point.
It's 4d10 for me.
Okay.
4d10. I will use my casting to change it to radiant damage from fire. And I will at the same time hit him with a magic missile.
Okay, at what level?
Which,
I don't know what level that is.
well, it starts at first, but if I
Did you count the number of syllables?
Oh, yeah. That could be it. Yeah.
What I thought he was doing is binary. Blah, 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 blah.
Level 5. No.
but yeah, if I boost it, I can boost it to 6
I mean, you could go all the way up to 9 if you
starts.
If you want to waste your 9th level slot. No, not yet.
Let's try to gut him out.
Yeah, 6 darts.
So that's 3rd level?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 6 darts. So what we'll do is first will be the firebolt. So we'll go ahead and make your attack roll.
Again, nothing makes me happier than Mistress 18 plus 12 casters under missile.
Yep, that's going to hit. So the firebolt slams directly into Harkin Lucas. You can go ahead and roll your 4d10 for damage.
What are these things? That's these things?
Yes.
These things.
That twice.
Oh, that's
Yes.
That's 20.
Nice.
19 to burn. Okay.
Another 19.
Nice.
Yeah.
38 damage with a
Radiant.
cantrip.
Master Magic.
So this bolt of radiant fire just hits him right in the chest, and he's like, "What?" Followed by that's ultimately.
There you go.
And I would just roll a single d4, add 1 to it, and then do that, and then have that multiplied 6 times. So 2 times 6, 12. So 12 damage.
12 more.
Oh, and there's something else I have to roll? No.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's free or not, whether it
Yeah.
You could do a. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, every time you cast a level spell, you can roll a d4, and if you get the same number of the leveled spell, you get the spell thought back.
That's right. So, but that is if you upcast it, is that the level that it casts at?
That's correct.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah, it's dependent on the spell slot.
Yeah, I needed a 3.
Yeah.
For that to be free.
Okay, he takes all that damage. Is there anything else you would like to do? I believe that I feel like you've pretty much given him the business.
I can move. I could move.
If you move, one of the wolves that is attacking me could theoretically attack you, which I think is fine if he blows his reaction. But you can move somewhere safer. You could go behind Elise, but then you have Harkin on you, and I don't think it's.
He has also made an attack, so he can use his epic boon to just teleport.
Oh yeah, where do you want to teleport to?
That's also a good point.
30 feet.
You can go all the way over here if you wanted.
You can
Oof, yeah.
to my spot on the table.
Which means I'm going to be facing Mr. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now that brings us to Lovell.
Nastalia, I was holding.
Yes.
So she say she faints in the
as the music has cascaded out through the room, she has just sort of and passed
So
completely out.
because she's not a moving creature now, would she be considered an object?
No.
So, how?
You are
What can I
considered to
run
be
with her?
you're considered to be grappling her.
Okay, but I could run.
You're at half speed.
Oh, so normal then, because I've got the bonus
Yes.
speed. All right, I am going to take her.
Right now. Go.
What? No. Jesus. And I will pass Merrick's for 10. You will get 3 attacks of opportunity on
It
you.
will
I'll
take
give you a
that
thumbs up.
heck out of that.
Can I give you a high 5?
Sorry, actually, yeah, just go ahead and swing at me. Yeah, high five, Merrick.
Let's say critical hit
That's fine.
and a second normal hit. So you're going to be looking at a total of 34 plus an additional
Here's the
13 on top of that for the wolf.
Okay,
And I will need a Constitution save for the bite.
sure. Constitution save is 28.
Okay, so you take the damage as they rip into you, and they just snatch parts of your cloth of your clothes as you continue moving forward. And they just have this fabric in their jaws.
Boon recovery is different. Okay. Okay, so I run past them all. I've got that's the move action gets me to the window.
Okay.
Based on my movement, I can get there. Where I'm setting up for this different. Okay, I have her with me out the window. As an action, I'm going to place. You're going to see me pull out from my armor a little citrine Pegasus. as you all know, is Banquo, my faithful steed. And as an action, I will summon Banquo under her, and I'd like to throw Banquo out the window so it summons out the window with her on him.
Works for me.
I need you, my friend. So what you normally would see is the cracking of the glass and then the shattering of the figurine into an explosion of light, which would lead to the spectral, beautiful miniature here. This spectral, beautiful blue and gold flecked Pegasus. But instead, you just see the ball of light underneath her go out the window with her as I toss. And then when the eruption of light completes, she is draped over Banquo, and I will mentally say, "Fly and keep her safe, old friend."
Just as a note, as the light emits forth from the citrine glass thing, and you see the Pegasus for what you would expect it to look like, it instead appears as a spectral, skeletal creature with bat wings.
That's right. That's right.
Horrific eyes.
Yes. But it is still
Banquo. It's just he doesn't look like himself.
Banquo. You've got to eat a burger. That's too much weight. I'm a little piece of pasta. So I will assume that Banquo, that Nasalia will be safe there.
Banquo can dash at 180 feet.
Straight out there.
So.
Okay. So that leaves me with bonus action remaining. Okay. So just for miniature's sake, I'm going to remove
Nastalia, yeah.
From and can we say that at least from the visual perspective, then the Pegasus then dashed?
Pegasus is far away into the sky.
We'll put the Pegasus over here just for visuals.
Sure.
Okay. Bonus action. I can see the wolves are feasting on all these.
Out the window? Yeah. Out the front window, you can see there is a large white wolf leading a pack of smaller wolves that are currently. It seems like they're trying to prevent anyone from escaping the tavern now. Like they're just they've completely blocked off all escape. You see people like huddling, and they look back and they see the two hybrids and the doorway, and they look at the wolves, and you see their hopes die as they realize
But there's still people living.
There are a few. It looks like about half of them have been cut down.
Okay, bonus action. I would like to dash because I can with a bit of speed, and I would like to dash through the window.
Okay.
Specifically catching any remnants of glass that might be there, just cutting myself.
Oh, yes.
And then I want to land with my blood very prevalent to these wolves.
That's 10 damage.
Sure.
Just saying.
Land on the ground, and then I'm going to stand up and look at the wolves and just go like this. And like kind of just like open my cuts a bit to come at me to leave the innocents alone.
Give me an intimidation.
May I use charisma for this?
Yes, you may.
It already isn't charisma. Never mind, I'm dumb. I keep thinking about fighter.
It's a reasonable question.
For it. 25.
All right. I will say that while the wolves their eyes shine with a little bit more intelligence than you would otherwise expect, they do still seem to be bestial in their nature. And while the large white wolf does hold fast and continue on its duty, the smaller ones seem to be unable to withhold their instinct.
With that, I still have movement left. I will then intercept and stand in front of the innocents.
Okay. So you can put him right there in the front. He's going to get a lot of wolves in his face. All right. With that, we have reached the end of the round. We're back to
Gotta take a beating.
Melf.
But you can do it. If anyone can do it, it's you.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're in a pickle here because I can't really use any good spells or like blast and kill everybody. So,
Do you stab people with that thing?
I can't stab people. So I'm gonna stab some people. So I will go ahead and use the cantrip, green flame blade.
Green fire just erupts along the spear's length.
Yeah, I think it's probably just for one attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But as it is a cantrip, you can use it as your blade stinger as a cantrip and then still have the other attacks.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. Let's see. I got a plus 15. Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
The boots are in the
A 20 for the
That'll hit.
attack. All right. And then second one, wow, 17. You know what? It's probably missed. I'll go ahead and use my boon of weapon mastery.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Aim a hit regardless. So that'll be 2 hits. The first one will do. Let me steal a d6 from you.
You got it. There you go.
All right.
Melf's defensive dance begins to then kind of just like take this turn as the spear flips around and then just starts skewering into these creatures.
So it'll do I do 9 points of damage with the spear, and then 8 points of a random type of damage, which is
Yes.
which I'll.
You roll a d8 for that.
All right, you got it. I don't have a D8, but I'll use this one. A 1.
A 1. That is acid damage.
Okay, so it takes a little bit of acid damage, 8 points of acid damage.
And are these the ones? These are not the ones that were generated. These.
I think they're the regenerated ones that
They were the
so I
regenerated
thought
ones?
they were pretty close.
Yeah. So as you stab into one, and it just goes back down to the ground. You see it twitching. You see the wound beginning to close. The other one goes down. The acid burns away, but even the acid wound continues to regenerate as it also goes down. But they're now out.
Yeah, it'll also take 3d8 more from the fire damage. Sorry.
While you're calculating that, I made a mistake on the boot of speed. I can't take the dash action. I can only take the disengage action, but does that still allow me to move?
You have enough movement.
So in that case, they will have disadvantage on me when I attack.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so the green flame blade did 18 fire damage. And I think I can cause it to shoot over to
Yes.
somebody else.
Yes.
And I think it also does. It does another 3d8 to the one next to it.
So you can take down 3 of them, which would have been the ones that had regenerated, and then one more will take some additional damage.
Okay.
And it just howls as fire erupts across his body, green fire singeing away its fur as it also drops to the ground. And you can see its burn marks starting to regenerate.
All 3 of them. Wow.
4 technically now.
Yep, the one on the side too.
Yeah. So you knock 4 of them down,
This one?
but it does appear that they are still regenerating all of those wounds, and they will be back in action.
Okay. And I've got some movement to use, so I may as well. I think I really just need to get over here and try to kill this guy, because I think that's the
problem.
That's the problem. So I'll just go over.
Merrick's alone.
Don't worry about me.
All right.
Right, I'm done.
Elise.
Yes.
4 of these creatures are back down on the ground and still regenerating, but currently not a problem.
Since she delayed till after me, does that switch her places in the initiative order?
I would be willing to allow that if that is a more
I
preferable.
do not mind. I can just hold for
Right.
your...
Yeah,
Fair
let's
enough.
do that. Okay.
All right. Bonus action. I am going to teleport over here. Misty Step.
Okay.
And actually I can't. Because if I do this, I won't be able to cast a spell.
They have used their reactions to attack me, so you can go for him.
So then I will walk over. Because I'm my favorite
Roll
man. Excuse me.
casual.
Turn your off.
Excuse me, pardon me.
I want. Tell me if this will work. I would like to use creation to put a layer of silver on hot stuff.
Oh,
Sure. That sounds like something you could do with that. Yeah.
Because it creates stuff. It's not going to last, but.
why did you do this before?
Okay, thank you.
Like, hold on, I make my silver foil.
Yeah.
Wraps it in aluminum.
Right. It's basically though, walking over like still recording the whole thing. You're like, hang on. I think this will.
There ain't any short surprise scissors.
It's like Mad Max. It's like Mad Max. Just the smell.
Yeah. There you go. Go get him.
This is what I'm going to do then. So,
Does that make the
first
regenerate?
of all, from the ground, as a bonus action, I'm going to look at Varkon and I want to know my enemy.
Cool. What would you like to know?
I would like.
Habitat.
I get to. I don't believe so, but I will double check just in case. No, I
don't recall there being.
There is no save. So
What would you like to know?
I would like to know all of the following things.
Okie doke.
Please give me his immunities, resistances, any vulnerabilities that he has, and if he will allow me to include whether or not this amulet that he's wearing, I think, works in the same way that it did on her.
Okay. He is 100% a wolfware.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was born this way. He is immune.
Just wears the necklace for fashion.
Correct. He is immune to charm and frightened. And he had legendary resistances. Is there anything else?
You said all of his immunities and vulnerabilities, resistances, and everything.
I'll give you the regeneration. He can regenerate all damage that is not dealt by a silver weapon.
Holy cow.
Well, okay, now I have one of those.
Regardless of whether it is magical.
Right. Well, I'm assuming that's what's happening.
You could probably apply that logic to the rest.
After watching them stand up. So that's terrible for me, but it's okay. So I will then stand up I do not need to use my action to evil eye that necklace off of him now.
No.
Which is good. And so instead, I will just go for it and once again look him straight in the eye and say, hey, you think you can do anything to me? I am already dead. And I will say, hello, hot stuff, and then I will swing at him. This time,
You hear outside the door, wait a minute. We're done?
this time when I am doing this, I am opting because I can now, because I have mastered my weapons mastery, instead of cleaving him, because there's nobody else around, I am going to sap him.
Okay.
Ooh, what's sap do?
Sap him will give him disadvantage on his next attacks.
Well, considering if he has blood frenzy, he can always has advantage on anyone who's injured. That's a good thing to do.
Well, then I will ask you another question. Does a 33 hit?
Yes.
I'm just checking.
I mean, I almost missed.
I mean, I was just say it hits Melf, I think. Yeah.
28. I didn't have it in my book. 35
35 demo
with a jewelry silver.
with a silvered weapon. These first slash as it carves into his body, he kind of like reacts violently, like pain courses through him for the first time. He looks down, he looks at the axe, and he starts panting very aggressively.
Like this.
And as he realizes that his life may be in mortal danger, we shall see if that indeed leads to his demise in the next session.
Ooh.